What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj, this is Sam.
And this is Rainy.
And we are on How to Get Away with Murder, Season 3, Episode 1. We're good people now. That I highly doubt. But, yeah, we finished the last season off. Tensions were high, relationships were a bit broken. The last thing we saw was Wes going to see his father after Annalise finally let him know about his own backstory that he couldn't remember.
And Frank probably shot him in the head.
Yes, it seemed to allude that Frank was going to finish
the job.
Yeah, from a mistake he made way in the past. So we got some insight on him. He was going to betray Annalise and was working for them. I think they were the Mahonies. Was that what their names were?
Dang, you got it right. Wow.
Yeah, not even looking at my notes. But and he took a deal. Annalise ended up getting hit by a car because they were trying to silence her. And she lost her baby in the process. So Sam said, "You owe me," which led to him killing Lila for Sam, and all these events spiraling kind of off of those events. And so, yeah, in a sense, it all started with Frank's betrayal, but also Annalise and Eve. Well, not even want to say Eve because she kind of got drafted into that, but Annalise's need to do her job too well. So, but I mean, I guess at the time it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but.
Sorry.
You know, want to do your job, but that's the consequences of everything, and you know, decisions after decisions were made. So, yeah, more trauma for Wes. I don't know if they're ever gonna find out what happened to Rebecca because we went the whole season without finding out that Bonnie murdered her. That's like the only secret right now. I think that's not in the air. We found out Caleb was the real killer.
Everybody else doesn't know that Frank killed, so I guess that's still a secret.
Well, yeah, just Laurel. Only Laurel knows, and she's been spiraling.
Bonnie and, you know.
Yeah, so.
Those people. But,
yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, just more of Wes drama.
More secrets, more trauma for Wes. Poor Wes. I hope he gets a break. I'm shipping Laurel and Wes, so hopefully they can have something going this season, because he needs something good in his life. And I don't think nothing too bad gonna happen to Laurel. But we do need some Laurel backstory. We need some Connor backstory, more Frank and Bonnie backstory. All of that. But they're gonna have a twist for us right here at the beginning. You know that, right? Flash forward about something dramatic and crazy. Last season it was Annalise being shot. So I can't imagine what they're gonna come up with for this season.
I can't fathom anything.
Something dramatic for one of our characters.
I just still can't forget how Oliver just deleted that college email. Like, I'm still on that. I don't care. I'm never forgetting now.
You know, I just didn't realize it, but that was Connor's acceptance letter.
I know.
Yeah,
that's why I was so mad about it. I
thought it was Oliver's own.
I wouldn't have cared. Like, oh well, okay, that's your thing. But no, it was Connor.
I didn't realize that. That was my own.
Why did you think I was so mad?
Because he was denying himself of a great
opportunity. No, I'm mad because, you know.
Yeah. And Oliver's trying to get out of this. Not Oliver, I'm sorry. Connor is trying to get out of this situation so badly because, like, they're all scared of what each other's going to do. But I think they've grown a little bit more trust for each other. So I think he was like, okay, let me try to get away from this situation. I think they're not going to snitch on me. But, yeah, he took that huge opportunity away from him. But I think is going to be an issue for Connor this season because he desperately, like I said, wants to be part of the Keating Five.
I think we need it for, what's his name? Asher. As sad as this, what I'm about to say it's true. I think we need it for Asher's dad to kill himself in order for him to not snitch if he found out everything.
They definitely found a way to include Asher in all the drama for sure. But I mean, I don't know. His was crazy. Like, he just snapped. Like,
that needed to happen in order for him to not snitch. Because if he would have found that out, and his dad would never kill himself, and his life was just as decent as it can be at that point, because he had some issues from back when he was in college or whatever, then he definitely would have went to the cops.
Yeah, it's a mess, but they're all in it together. But I mean, Asher still thinks his father was murdered, so
yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna pursue with that. But yeah, let's jump into this without further delay.
Rainy.
Full and early reactions are available on Patreon.
Previously on How to Get Away with Murder.
Stanford, I want you to come with me. This is Connor Walsh. I'm calling to say that I won't be attending. I killed Lyra.
You did, Christine.
She can't know.
Frank was
I missed that line when he says this is Connor Walsh.
You want to change your life?
A little respect, please.
I was just asking for directions. I don't live here. I was a little lost. He just stepped out of the office.
Starting off the season with lies.
He seemed angry.
Because you interrupted a phone call he was on?
Yeah.
And the person on the other end, when we speak with them, they'll verify you were just asking for directions?
Of course. He's quiet.
I hear.
Where we at?
Tell me exactly what he said.
He was on the phone.
Not your father. Frank.
There was a missing scene.
Wanna go find him, meet your dad?
That's his office.
You sure? He's your freaking father. You have a right to meet him.
Yeah, but Annalise made me promise.
It was her idea. She knows you. I knows who you are. I'm just gonna say hi, that's all. And I'm here for back in case things get out of hand.
That's grimy. Hank Franklin went over the deep end. Yeah, that was dirty.
I would have run, but the driver was parked right there. And I looked for Frank, but his car was gone.
I'm so sorry, Russ.
For what?
Frank, you did this for me.
You asked him to shoot my father?
No.
And how is this for you?
Listen to me, okay? Your father hurt me too. I didn't know. Because Frank hid it from me for years. Tonight was his way of making things right.
How does this make anything right?
It doesn't.
He took me there on purpose, told me it was your idea.
He's using you against me. He knows that I can hurt him. But I can't now, can I? Not when he could go to the police with the truth.
Let him go.
That you're actually Wallace Mahoney's son.
How could telling the cops that hurt Frank?
Your father's dead. Frank did that. And neither of these men are worth losing ourselves over. They're gone for good. And we need to let them go.
So why don't we step out the car to say this? Okay, she just need to let something out. All right. Fresh out of a murder, guys.
I'm dead. Get ready with me after I just murdered someone.
But okay, whole new look.
No.
Oh wow.
No.
Now why did they record a scene like that?
Was when they were reacting. Like,
Yeah, they had to let out all their trauma.
Hey, stranger.
Laurel.
When did you get back into town?
A week ago, when I texted you.
Right. Sorry. I
Don't
went
you
to
not
Maggie
text
after
Laurel
parents'
back
cabin.
now?
There wasn't really reception.
You met Maggie's parents already?
No, it's
Who's
just the
Maggie?
two of us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look, Laura was a little hurt. She pretended.
Yeah.
First day. Can't be late.
Aw. Look, she was disappointed.
Homies over here.
Not homies.
Mr. C8? Miss A8? It's your new seats. I got here early to make sure we weren't stuck next to some Wayne ball.
He doesn't realize that's him.
Oh, please tell me I'm in the back somewhere. I need to catch up on my sleep.
No, B4, but the good news is I'm right behind you.
Oh, of course, you're all here.
Why wouldn't we be here?
We've all seen the rankings.
You think there's any way you'd all be in this class if Keating wasn't teaching it?
Excuse me?
Who are you? Serious, bro?
Right, yeah, who are you?
Class hasn't even begun yet?
Actually, I'm just trying to step to my seat. Congratulations. You've each been hand-chosen to take part in my very first criminal law legal clinic. In here, you're not just students, but actual practicing lawyers responsible for your own cases and clients.
Oh?
You finally get to be me.
Wow. So when they say they see the rankings, it's because their grades slip because all the drama and stuff they've been in. Oh! What in the world?
What?
Somebody haunting her?
The world.
Someone is clearly upset I didn't pick them for this class. This clinic is pro bono. We only represent people who can't afford their own lawyers. You will each compete to become first chair. Some of you will end up defending several clients, while the lamer of you will never step foot in front of a judge. Now, who will that be? Let's start.
So we got new competition.
Kareem Asif, a refugee from Iraq who came here 10 years ago with his 2 children. Cut to a year ago. Kareem is driving his 2 children to school. The police stop him and find over 2 ounces of marijuana. Kareem pleads guilty to possession with the intent to distribute and serves 12 months. And now he faces additional legal trouble. What could that be?
An intent to distribute would make him subject to deportation.
Well, Kareem has a green card. Shouldn't that allow him to stay in the U.S.?
No, the court doesn't look at deportation as an additional form of punishment.
What Supreme Court decision is Mr. Montgomery referencing, Miss Pratt?
Ooh, she tired today.
I don't know.
Surprise, surprise. Care to back up that smack talk, Mr. Drake?
The Supreme Court case, Feng Yi Ting v. United States, decided 1893. Justice Horace Gray delivered the plurality opinion.
All right, tomorrow, each of you will get a chance to present a defense that keeps Kareem in this country. Now, I'll pick 2 of you for first and second chair, but be careful. Winning means that you carry the fate of this entire family in your hands.
It's gonna be that dude in Laurel.
You wonder why people think I favor you.
Wait, you weren't at all concerned?
About what?
The flyer?
It's a piece of paper.
It says killer on it.
I've been called worse.
Yeah, that district attorney don't like you. He still think you killed his ADA.
Everything's fine. The police have moved on. Nothing bad's happened all summer.
Like that means anything.
It means we're safe. And you want to know why? We're good people now.
Now.
Say it to yourself until you believe it.
And Michaela, get back to studying. You slipping. You usually know
Grayson
everything.
fired his lawyer. They're holding him on extortion and bribery.
He's a gang leader, Bonnie.
A gang leader with a lot of money.
Stop it. This is hard enough without you dangling carrots in my face.
Secret phone. Is that Eve? Or Nate? Seems like Eve. Or a mysterious character we haven't met.
Hi.
Right before the summer.
I just came to say that I'm going to Mexico for the summer.
Oh, your father couldn't go back to Mexico.
He can't. I'm visiting my mom.
And Frank? Will you be there too?
He left me too, you know.
Do I know?
You were the one I called when I realized he was missing.
You mean when his bitch ass ran away?
Which I knew nothing about. And is that what you honestly think of me? That I'd be okay with what he did to Wes?
Quiet.
I've been on your side the entire time, helping you every time you ask me, so I don't deserve this. Be angry at Frank. Just do not be angry at me.
There's no gray area here, Laurel. It's him or it's me.
Really? I don't want to be around none of y'all. I'm just saying, if I've been in as much crap as they have.
Tequila. My body's sick of Buck.
It's Frank. Leave a message.
Your mailbox isn't full, so I know that means you're checking your messages and not dead somewhere. I just wanted to say, I hate you.
She couldn't get Wes, so she went to her rebound.
Do you mind if we record this so that Professor Keating can monitor what we say?
Look, I told you it's gonna be Laura and the other dude.
Your daughter Faiza believes you were the victim of profiling.
That's not true.
Are you sure? Because if we can convince a judge there was discrimination in your case...
I refuse to play that card.
Even if it makes a convincing story?
Turn off the recording.
We need to use every advantage we have.
Turn it off.
And I'll explain.
Our client already pled guilty. We all know that. So I suggest we have Kareem say just these 3 simple words to the judge. I am sorry. Any excuse or denial will only serve to hurt him, whereas remorse will show that he has learned his lesson and is ready to return to society as a fully rehabilitated citizen.
Well done, Mr. Drake.
That's his big idea, an apology, a ween ball.
Mr. Millstone?
Well, because it's immigration court and there's no jury, my idea is to target the personality of the judge.
And provide a reason why Kareem would purchase that much marijuana. For example,
we could apply for asylum, argue that we don't know the new dangers that he could face back in Iraq.
Where he could work as an informant to the FBI, trading information on radical members of his community, which would then allow us to revisit
the judge's office. And while our clerk wasn't exactly forthcoming, I did find out that she's a grandmother.
We could hit home the idea that his life is more valuable here than in Iraq, thereby persuading the judge to order...
Stay of removal is the best thing for all parties involved. This will allow us time to delay and prove.
Smoking marijuana helps with symptoms of PTSD, so even though Kareem's test came back negative, we could argue...
an expungement, or...
appeal to the judge's maternal instincts. And while this wouldn't be helpful in most cases, with immigration court, the decisions are often left to the judge's discretion.
Professor Keating?
Excuse me, I'm in the middle.
The pot wasn't Kareem's. It was his daughter's. He didn't know she was dealing until the cop found the drugs. So then he said they were his in order to protect her.
What do you suggest we do with that information?
We could go to the original prosecutor and explain that he was just being a good father.
So they deport his daughter instead?
No, she hasn't been in Iraq since she was 6.
Do you think our immigration courts really care? You're out, Miss Castillo.
What?
Mr. Gibbons, your last job.
I didn't finish.
You're out too. Impress me.
Research shows hearing from family and friends is the most effective tactic to evade deportation. Knowing this, I talked to about a dozen of Kareem's friends, neighbors, even his imam at the mosque, and they all agreed to testify as character witnesses.
Finally, a practical strategy we can use in court. Mr. Gibbons, your first chair. Mr. Drake, you're his second. The rest of you, do better.
Well, I thought Laura would get it.
Right.
Professor Keating?
She came in.
I didn't pick you because your mom wasn't here.
I thought.
I know. I just wanted to talk to you about my opening statement. I have a draft here.
Now that I'm actually acting like student and teacher.
I had a good feeling.
Why are you always stalking me?
Oh, shit.
Well, let's say chose a good photo.
She's trying to get away from everything, but the past is haunting her. They are trying to be somewhat normal, to be fair.
You want to get in? Sure.
You know, black folk love to get their feet wet.
Right? You haven't returned my calls.
I'm just trying to disconnect. Be happy or something.
Get that?
I think Oliver's gonna ask you for a job. I need you to promise me that you'll say no. I haven't asked for much. I mean, anything. Really.
Oliver's never going to work for me.
Swear? Because he'll find things out.
We'd ruin him.
Yeah, exactly. He'd become the new Asher.
I won't let that happen.
That's true. Unless something serious comes up and we need his hacking skills. And he'd be like, I'm not gonna do this unless you give me a job. And then depending on how desperate
You
they
can
are.
encrypt the firm's files, update your firewalls. That way no one like me could hack you, because I totally could. Not that I haven't. So don't worry, but you're very vulnerable.
She look alike.
Here's my proposal. Also, the thing that I really wanted to tell you is I admire you. And I know what other people say about you, but...
What do they say?
No, not about you specifically, but defense attorneys. I think it's so unfair. Because what I see you do is help people who can't help themselves.
Well, that's what kind of, you have to kill us. And
I'm not hiring anyone right now.
I deleted Connor's Stanford acceptance. I knew they might call to send a follow-up email, so I hacked their system and had those rerouted to me.
You hacked Stanford.
He doesn't know.
But you're telling me?
Guilty conscience.
I know what
you
you
should
do
know
here.
nobody's secrets.
That it's not always good. So I just wanted to be very clear with you.
Her smile fell.
I can be bad too.
No, not that kind of bad.
How's everybody's summer? Any new significant others besides Wes's little lady?
Not me. Ask Laurel. She's single again.
Asher did not like that response.
Nope. I bet he's living in South America, just off the fat of the land, whacking bush. Gotta miss that beard.
I don't.
They're like, okay.
Want to get it in with Meggie Waggy?
It's not her actual name, right? It's Megan or Margaret.
I'm gonna go work on Kareem's case.
Let's take it serious.
Themselves, Megan.
You got first seat though.
We in the spot?
Oh, God, yes.
That was for the dirty mind.
Someone put up a flyer of me on campus. It said killer. Don't worry, it's probably just some student whose feelings I hurt.
You telling the president?
So she has reason to be up my ass again? No.
It's harassment, analyst.
I know, I shouldn't have told you.
All I'm saying is, whoever did this could be unstable.
I'm unstable. Maybe they need to be protected from me. Your turn. I said roll over.
Oh, no, that feels good. Oh, yeah.
She want to check her phone for
So
updates.
it's not Nate, but we already knew that because we had the little extra.
Yeah, I feel like it's Eve, or just a character we
Sorry,
haven't met
barge
yet.
in.
What? No.
Well, you know how I'm not really talking to my mom? Well, that means I'm not getting any support from her financially, and with next year's tuition due, I need a loan, basically.
You need a job.
You think I'm joking?
No, I think you're serious.
Please, Annalise, I'm really struggling here.
Yeah,
If you
your
don't just
white
get
ass is
all
struggling
of
a day in its life.
Okay, my white ass is only in this position because of you.
Excuse me?
What?
My dad was perfectly happy to pay my way, but now he's dead because I chose you over him.
Well, that's your version of the truth, not mine. You need some money, get a job like everyone else.
Yeah, get a job.
Sure.
Oh,
I should
wow.
have Lieutenant Kareem's public defender argued ineffective assistance of counsel.
My perfect breasts are in your face. And you want to talk about the case?
Right. Stay put. We got options. Ooh.
This pairing is just terrible. I'm
The
sorry.
extender. Not that I need it.
Are those from the bowl in the hallway?
Just one of the perks of the new crib.
I know there's not many options, but
Sorry, I'm on duty. Ladies?
Show him.
Bad. If it's a rash, you go to the infirmary for that.
Chad texted her back. She doesn't know what it is. It means he's over it, right?
it just does not seem like Michaela's style.
Having conversations, but now I need you to peer process this. Hey, what are you doing? Get naked.
What did
I'm
that
a
paper
grown-ass
say?
woman. I can't be having sex.
Still his idea?
Of course you can, otherwise you're
Okay.
just discriminating against me because I'm poor now.
Because she's
Welcome to America.
she can't have anything that she got from the court case. You know what I mean?
No.
Laurel,
Don't worry, you
what
can't
she
mess
got
this up.
from the meeting
Because there's no way to win.
did nothing.
Defense
So
only
she's not gonna
wins
get
3% of the
anything
cases in this
or
court,
not the
which
court case, the
means
meeting.
you literally have nothing to lose.
Sure.
Just try to enjoy it.
She had to come out. And she couldn't.
Kareem SF is a good man.
She ain't trying.
A dedicated father, a kind neighbor. He steps up when help is needed.
So corny. Poor Kareem.
Poor Kareem's children.
He is a leader in his community, but you don't have to take my word for it. Take theirs. The 15 people who've come to attest to the upstanding character of my client.
Okay, he's kind of killing it.
Each person you see here has their own story of his selflessness, generosity, good citizenship, and above all, his integrity.
She's so predictable.
What?
I know how to win. And
was thinking about the drug charge. How if we could prove Kareem's public defender provided ineffective assistance of counsel.
Hey, that was my idea.
Except you didn't go to the public defender to record him saying this.
Did you or did you not tell your client that pleading guilty would cost him his green card?
I'm saying I don't know.
He doesn't remember. But Padilla v. Kentucky says defense attorneys must advise clients about risks of deportation when pleading guilty.
Mr. Drake, you're out. Let's just turn this case on its head. Why don't you take my place, Mr. Walsh, with me? You two stall.
They kicked him out quick.
I'd like to call the defense's first witness to the stand, Mr. Naseem Darwish, our client's imam at his mosque.
You just give the name, young lady. No biography.
Sorry.
Did you or did you not tell your client that pleading guilty would cost him his green card?
I'm saying I don't know.
Sign the motion to vacate. I'll be out of your hair.
You said I don't know. That doesn't mean he didn't tell your client.
Doesn't mean he did either.
I need my boss to sign off on it. And let's face it, Annalise, he's not about to help you after all the crap he put us through this year.
And what does Mr. SF do at your hardware store?
He's our stockroom manager.
And just what does that job entail?
Taking care of the stockroom.
The defense calls Miriam Mahmoud Faizan to the stand.
Carol Ludd.
Jody Mayer.
Khalid El Bauer.
Ashley Chang.
Owen Marcos.
Katrina Barber.
Bakram
Gina
Isaac.
Brown. Stephen Jason.
Molly Brahim.
This is what we'll do. Drop the original charge to possession only. You get your guilty plea, but it's a misdemeanor now. That way my client has a chance of remaining with his family. Everyone wins.
What about the daughter? I can make her cry on the stand.
Or she'll end up telling the truth.
Ms. Winterbottom, either call your next witness or I'm making my decision.
I like them working together in this sense.
We'd like to call FISA.
Oh shit, Alexa.
I told her she can't testify.
We're beyond what bed.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Your Honor, I have a new plea to present to the court.
Approach.
This reduces Mr. Assef's felony to a misdemeanor, which makes him eligible to remain in the country. I move for his immediate release.
Your Honor, Mr. Assef pled guilty to this charge months ago.
Let's take a recess and I'll give my decision after.
We're gonna win this thing, right? Who the hell knows? We need to talk about your boyfriend.
I mean, hell.
Why? I'm gonna hire him.
We're defying the odds. Oh.
No. You looked me in the eye and promised.
You know he deleted your Stanford acceptance? And he has the capacity to hack my files, God forbid. Point is, he's farther down the rabbit hole than we thought. I'll hire him to work in a clinic. We'll bury him in busy work. No more sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Sound good?
As long as he ain't in the house, I don't suppose that that's a bad idea. Keep him definitely busy because...
But...
Whoa, wait, what is this? Look at... Oh, DUI, I bet. Because she been drinking a lot, remember? She was drinking that mojito when they were supposed to be studying.
Yeah. Michaela.
I know now why you're not supposed to meet your heroes.
You're gonna pick a fight after I saved your drunk ass from jail?
I was drunk. I am totally sober now.
I don't
say what you need to say.
No.
This is a child's behavior. You're better than this.
Oh my God. Was that a compliment?
You're very smart and pretty. Is that what you want to hear? Get in the car.
God! You can't just expect us to be like you.
What?
I'm trying. I am, but the idea that we're just supposed to go back to being normal, become stupid lawyers. Well, I'm not normal anymore.
Oh, you were never normal. You just didn't know it until now.
You're such a bitch.
You're strong enough to run away from a bad family, so you're strong enough to get through this. That's why I never worried about you. Next time you want to drink yourself silly, call me. I have a full liquor cabinet and I won't let you drive home drunk. Okay?
Look.
Let's go. It looked like we're working the corner at this point.
Old Annalise would have cussed her out and said some hurtful words, but this is a good Annalise of season 3. She's doing all the good things, all the right
We are
work.
back on the record in the deportation proceeding of Kareem SF. Mr. SF, it troubles me deeply that you pled guilty to a distribution charge you're now saying you did not commit. Can you tell me why you did this?
I hoped it would minimize the chances of me getting deported.
So you lied under oath.
Your Honor, I think you should stick to the law.
Yes, and I'm sorry for that.
Mr. SF, this admission calls into question your integrity as well as everything positive that was said about you in this courtroom today. I've therefore come to the conclusion that despite the excessive community support shown here, I'm going to order your deportation.
Objection.
Oh, wow.
The prior felony has been vacated.
Sit down.
Judge, there's no legal obligation.
You're not up to your discretion.
Maybe you shouldn't have.
Just let me tell them the truth. Nothing about this.
It's such a waste.
Justice is the exception. You should know that by now. Take the anger that you're feeling and put it into your next
Why would
case.
she do that?
Annalise told him 3%. I guess that held true.
Hey, so you're gonna be mad, but Annalise offered me a job and I want to take it, so...
Yeah, she told me. I think it's a great idea.
You do?
Yeah, I do. She also told me about Stanford.
She's not keeping secrets.
Is it true? Alright, here's the thing. The fact that you felt that you had to do that, and that tells me that, you know, I wasn't listening when you said that you didn't want to move. I was just putting my feelings before yours. And I'm sorry for that.
Oh, wow. Connor's real understanding today.
You're sorry.
Yeah.
This isn't okay. You get to be angry.
But I'm not.
Well, you should be.
Says who?
Anybody who hears this story.
Yeah, I'm angry.
I saw an amazing opportunity from you.
I'm forgiving you.
This isn't okay. You should be pissed off. And yelling.
No, he shouldn't.
The fact that you're not is... Maybe we're just both messed up, or the sex is so good that we can't see it, but this is not what a healthy relationship looks like.
We're the best relationship that I know.
Well, then that's really sad.
How is that sad? I love you, Oliver.
Seriously? That's your response to finding out I lied to you?
Everyone lies in relationships.
No, I don't. Or at least I don't want to be someone who does, so...
You've been going through something.
So?
What?
I love you. I love you so much.
Okay, now you're scared.
Just, hey, let me say this. You've been so good to me. Like, you stayed with me, even when most guys would have run, but you didn't even bat an eye. You just loved me.
And you love me back?
I know, but I'm different now than when we first met.
Was that my fault?
It's not your fault. I just don't know who I am anymore.
We all go through that.
Yeah, but I think it would be better for me if I went through it alone.
It's a little opposite of what I thought. I thought this conversation would be going the other way, but okay.
So what?
I guess I was right about the conclusion.
You're saying that you do you want to take a break or something?
Not the path.
I think we should break up.
Do Connor got anywhere to live? Like, I imagine he probably would have given up his old apartment.
Professor Keating, I'm so sorry to make you wait.
You're the new president. Everyone wants a piece of you. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Let's see how long I last. Let me say, I'm an admirer. You've broken many a glass ceiling on this campus.
That's nice, but not true.
Take the compliment.
Thank you.
You're wondering why you're here.
I am.
We've decided to transition you into a research position this year and have a new professor teach Introduction to Criminal Law. I wanted you to hear directly from me, as I know how important that class is to you. We simply think it's the best decision for you and the university.
Because you know what's best for me.
I'm on your side, Annalise. There's not that many of us.
Then try me for real.
Nobody wants that.
And what do you want? Because seems to me you're punishing one of your most esteemed professors due to tragedies in her personal life.
Actually, it's precisely because of your performance as a professor that we've made this decision.
Oh?
The students who work at your firm have historically graduated at the top of their class. The 5 from this year, however,
They're failing.
all rank in the bottom 10%.
That's what the dude was talking about.
How about a pro bono clinic?
Annalise.
My reputation's a concern for you, that's clear. So why not give me a chance to repair it?
I'll circle back with the others. Let you know what they think.
They think all those tragedies, which is true. Yes, and the students that should be the top are the bottom because they're all wrapped in her drama, which is true, very much true. I'm honestly glad that they wrote it this way because that's very accurate. They should be failing. They didn't have time to deal with the school.
Right.
They just didn't. Not with the amount of cases she was taking and the amount of drama going on and people trying to kill him.
Good thing it's not a real newspaper.
President contact you yet?
I'm ignoring your calls.
You think it's Frank putting them up?
No. Doesn't seem like his MO. What? He ain't got no reason to be mad at her.
But I think he knows that she wouldn't want to see him.
Because he's dead?
But she would want to see him because of what he
I understand.
did. And ask him why.
He could destroy us all if he wanted.
But why would he want that?
Like, I don't know that.
And then really, you all can destroy each other. Mutually assured.
He's the one who made me hire Frank. Now look, I'm no killer, Bonnie. And God forbid I let Frank make me into one. That's just not worth it.
Yeah, she's been telling y'all since the start of the series, I am not a killer.
Sorry, I thought you were Maggie.
Uh-oh. In the episode off right.
Yeah. Maggie's
I ain't
idea?
seen no damn Maggie.
She's really nice.
I don't think she exists.
Nicer than me, you mean?
I didn't say that.
Why are you being such a jerk?
You're here
Fine.
together, Wes.
I'll go.
Hey, you get back over
You
here.
didn't even respond to my texts.
Wes, you fumble in the bag.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you to be sorry. I just want you to talk to me.
I want that too.
Well, then what's wrong?
When I look at you,
Uh-huh.
all I see is Frank.
Uh-oh.
I need to forget what he did.
Frank is everybody's worst enemy this season. Come on now.
I will never forgive him for what he did to you. You know that, right?
Of course. And I wish I didn't equate you with him.
That's how the mind works.
Maggie's on her way.
I don't think Maggie exists.
I should go.
I think he made that up.
Yeah, I don't think she exists either.
Oh, never mind. I was really convinced
Hi.
Wes was making that
Laurel.
up.
I'm Wes's friend. I was just here to drop off an outline. Wait, like the Laurel.
Oh.
Wes talks about you all the time.
Now
He
that's-
does? Yes. And no handshakes, I'm a hugger.
She's so sweet. Uh-oh.
What did it say?
Call me ASAP.
What is it? I found him.
Oh, maybe a private investigator?
So, do or die. What do you want to
Or a
do?
hitman?
You there?
Annalise.
Oh, shit. She said, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Annalise.
Hold on.
I said hang up.
He went off the deep end. He knew he was being followed.
You got a creaky stare. I can fix it if you want.
Oh, Frank is too good. What did that man go through in his life that he could do this?
Right, because it had to. No.
She's scared.
No, listen, because Sam made her hire Frank. And she said that I would have never hired you because you came from somewhere bad or something like that, right?
I don't remember none of that.
Please. Just calm down. Who is it?
Wait, what? 2 months later, don't do this.
It's at the end of the episode now.
A little respect, please.
Oh, no, it was at the beginning. What the fuck? We thought it was old boy's body. Mahoney.
Man, I'm not authorized to let you go.
Shut up, girl. Move out the way. I'm dead. Oh, shit. I'm scared. I don't want to know. You just wait.
I think it's Nate.
That's what my first thought was. Because he would be there. I mean, Bonnie be there too, though.
No, I don't think it's Bonnie. Because the shoulders looked broad. Or whatever that word is. You know?
Did it, though?
Yes.
Nate is real bulky.
Okay, maybe you're right.
I'm scared. Like, and Annalise know more than she's saying. She hired a hitman. That's who that dude was.
Either that or PI.
No, I thought it was a PI, but he said, "What do you want me to do?" Meaning a decision needed to be made.
Okay.
That's a hitman. Do you want me to take him out? She was scared of him retaliating. But like, maybe I missed something and I need to go relook. Why does Frank have a reason to be mad at anybody other than himself?
Right.
Did I miss something?
No.
Like
there's so much going
they
on.
kept saying this whole episode, like, he could take us all down and he could do this and that, but why would he want to? I thought he left because he was feeling guilty about what he did. Not nobody else did anything to him.
Right.
Nobody ever did anything to him. Yeah, and at least back in the day may have treated him
terribly,
harshly, but he was like #1 on the call sheet. Like, Frank was the go-getter, the I need this handled. He was that guy. So, of course, Annalise is going to find out the truth and be upset about what you did, and all she said was go away. But for you to go on a murder spree is crazy. I mean, now, okay, maybe we're jumping the gun here. Maybe we're just, the episode and the writers, they're good at doing this. We could be thinking that this is Frank because of what we've seen, but there's also somebody putting flyers out there that says killer. That does not feel like Frank. There could be another player. There could be somebody else, and it could be that person putting up the flyer. Sometimes I got to take a minute and process everything I didn't watch today because it's a lot. It could be another player. So let's not just assume it's Frank. Like, I in my head, I got a whole poster board up with Frank picture right here, question mark picture right here, fire, dead body, Annalise. I almost said anime, right down here in the corner. How the hell did we get to this fire? But there's another person, though. Okay, so, but Frank is still an issue. Like, he just probably murdered somebody and cut up their neck meat. I'm scared. I don't know. So, hitman dead. But I guess because Frank is a hitman, he would know the signs of a hitman following him because he's good. So he killed the guy in the hotel. I mean, he'll probably try to look at the text, but Annalise was very, I mean, who else gonna want to put a hit on him? I think he's gonna know. That's why it does make it seem like he would, but I don't know. It could be revenge.
That's why you don't have your office where your house is.
It wouldn't matter. Frank would know all that information
no,
regardless.
Not because of Frank. I'm saying like if there's a second person.
Maybe.
Who set the fire.
Maybe. We could talk about some other things because there was a lot going on. We could talk about Michaela because I just find her interesting. It's her turn for the breakdown. Last season, the breakdown was Wes. The first season was Connor mainly. Michaela a bit too, but really Connor. I think now Michaela, I don't think she knows what she wants, and that's where the whole sleeping with Asher comes from, because to me that seems out of character. But to even say that right there is to assume I knew Michaela at all, because she reinvented herself.
Right.
I mean, the cracks of who she was is going to slip out. I don't know who Michaela was before all of this. She just
came from a bad family.
Right. And if you grow up, you generally grow up as, you know, taking characteristics of your environment, but maybe at some point as she was maturing, she realized these are not qualities I want to have, so I'm going to throw these out and be the person I want to be. But like I said, that doesn't mean that, you know, parts of who she was isn't going to slip out. And clearly that involves drinking and driving. She had a DUI. Well, Annalise handled that part. But the fact that she's even doing that. And I had a thought, like a side, like a head tilt in the middle of the episode. I'm like, they were studying and she was drinking and she looked already drunk. And I'm like,
Right.
That's probably why you didn't know the answer in class, because you ain't been studying. And usually she's sharp. Usually she's the one volunteering the information when it ain't her time.
Right, because didn't she used to do that and Annalise was like, show off.
Yes, she was very eager. And then Michaela in the first episode was like, I wasn't showing off. And then she said, no, that was Laurel. Never mind. Disregard that. But yeah, she usually is the one volunteering or correcting somebody. But this time she was like, I don't know.
Look, Frank's hair's cut off.
I don't know, a little poster. Yeah. But, so yeah, Michaela definitely was going through something, but I don't know if I got enough to see where her head is. I mean, we know her relationship with Aiden failed. We know, I mean, nothing dramatic happened to her last season. I mean, they were all in that. Well, no, she was dating a serial killer, so that could probably do it. Maybe it's her dating life that's really bothering her. The fact that she has nobody to go to at the end of the day. Like, she doesn't have any family, no significant other. Especially probably at a time when the show started, she thought she had it all figured out. Maybe it's just that. And I don't think her and Asher are the end game type of thing. I think they're just a little fling because she don't know what she wants. I
don't understand Oliver. That's what I'm confused about.
That's another one. He's also going through something. I don't understand either. Last season, he was eager and desperate to be a part of the crew and being in the Annalise house. He got that. Connor forgave him for, what he did. Because Connor desperately wants a relationship to work, because he said Oliver anchored him. Oliver healed him. He was the one good thing in his life. And so I don't know. I really don't know about Oliver.
Yeah, I'm lost.
He just... I don't know.
Make any sense.
I think he realizes he's doing things out of character as well, and he's like, I don't like this version of myself.
Yeah.
I need to get refocused to be who I was. And he's like, I can't do that with you because like I'm in love with you and you make me do things that I normally wouldn't do, because that's what love does to people. And maybe that's that, but he has to just, like Connor was trying to explain to him, like, we all do that. Like, that's just a human thing. But maybe Oliver's not used to having a normal relationship, so he's like, maybe he just has to come to terms with it in his own way. I don't know, but I just fear that will put Connor in a spiral now, because that was the steady, stabilizing factor in his life. Like, so when you take Oliver out of the equation, and it wasn't Connor's decision to do that, because Connor was about to break down. I don't think we've ever seen him like cry in that way.
Right,
he's gone crazy.
His acceptance later and then break up with him.
Yeah.
Like, now you need to unpack them and call them and tell them.
Well, it's too late. The school year's already started.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what that's going to mean for Connor moving forward. Wes seems to finally be in a better place, despite, his dad being murdered in front of him. I thought that would probably send him, Well, I mean, part of him is still very hyper-focused on Frank. Like, he just told Laura, like, I can't be around you because I see Frank every time I see you. He's like, I'm sorry I equate y'all together, but I can't do it. And then he got this other girlfriend, Maggie. She's actually really pretty. And she's so sweet. And I didn't think she existed. I'm like, he just trying to avoid Laurel. Like, my mind was so focused on him.
When he was like, she's really nice, I was like, oh, he's getting defensive. She's not real.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I'm like, because, Wes he be trying to, like, seclude himself from everybody. He just likes to go away and just be alone. So I'm like, he just making that up to stay away from Laurel. Yeah, he be liking to be alone. I'm like, if you want to be alone, bro, just say that. Like, and then maybe my mind was just so focused on Laurel and Wes. I'm like, no, she's not real. She can't be. You can't ruin the good thing we had. Where'd she come from? I ain't never heard of no Maggie. God damn. And then, yeah, she's real, but she's sweet. I'll probably like her, but that wasn't what I was getting hyped because they were setting up. And it still seems like they're kind of still setting up. I think Maggie's just a bump on the road, but I think in the end, I think we'll get the Laurel and Wes that I want. Who haven't we touched on? Asher also going through something. He has no money, but he's in school now, so something obviously happened between, was it July and the school year?
Yeah.
I don't know money-wise what would happen, but Annalise, I kind of thought she would help him, especially because he works for you, like for free.
But then again, he did cause the whole.
I get that
incident.
I get that too. I do.
It kind of would have all been fine if he wouldn't have.
Yeah, he did something though. I'm sure we'll get into that as far as to get money. But that is depressing that your father died. He was your major support system. And I kind of almost got to go with Asher's version of events. He did choose you over his father, and now his father's dead. And then his mom don't mess with him. But Annalise, she, in this episode, is very, I'm not thinking about the past. I am moving forward. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. We're good people now. Well, other than the small part of her that's hiring a hitman.
Yeah.
But for the most part, she is trying to come off as a new person. She was checking on everybody. Well, Asher was checking on her, but he wanted some money. That's all. But she didn't check on Asher. I guess that kind of shows where their relationship is. But yeah, she told him no. So she's not very comforting to Asher.
She's not. Because he wasn't there for all of it, so they didn't have that trauma bonding experience, you know?
Right. She didn't protect him like the other ones. Well, in the end, she did of last season, but that caused, she had to go to the extreme to protect Asher. She had to nearly die.
And she didn't have to do all that for the other four.
No, that one, they had already did all the hard work. Well, she kind of just coached Wes on and he did everything and she played her part. No, she mentally though, she did put Nate in jail. She did, have to try and control that situation and try to slyly explain to Nate, I'm helping you, even though I'm the one that put you here. Bear with me. You know what I mean? She did go through a lot of mental torture. And then even her and Bonnie kind of fighting was because she had to tell Asher about Bonnie's backstory, and then Bonnie felt betrayed, and then they went out. So Asher did cause a lot of mental turmoil for Annalise until it got to the physical turmoil. So he did cause a lot of damage, so I could definitely understand wanting to stay away from him a bit. Now, we didn't get much into Bonnie this episode, but I'm sure that'll be coming. But she had a lot going on last season. If she want to sit down for a little bit, please, Bonnie, take several seats down because your turn will be coming back around. That wheel just spins, and it's like, who we torturing today?
Because honestly, I had predicted how all last season was that. I thought it would be us trying to catch Rebecca and her telling the cops thing.
No, they asked Rebecca the first episode. We ain't look back.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's just like, okay, she ran away. But yeah, I feel like this season though, the Rebecca thing will come out, especially since. Well, no, I don't think it will actually. I'm described unless I was gonna say maybe if they want to turn everybody against Frank, they could say he killed Rebecca. But to do that and send everybody, well, mainly Wes towards him. And he's a killer. And then
it would be like, oh, you were lying. You were hiding this whole time.
Yeah, it probably is best not to bring that up, especially if Wes has moved on.
Right.
I don't know. But who's to say Frank's not going to find one of them and spill all the tea? Especially because now he might feel some type of way that a hitman was sent after him. He might be like going up to Wes like, Bonnie killed. Like, you know what I mean? He may try to cause internal conflict because he knows all the secrets. I don't need to go to the cops. I could just pit all you against each other.
I would not be able to sleep if I was any one of them. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Well, they don't really know that he's a killer.
No, I know, but I mean, like, anything that's going on. I would be so worried about being caught.
Wes knows now because he knows that he killed his father. So Wes and Laurel. I don't know if Michaela and Asher caught him or Connor. But they tried to be in their own little world lately. But anyway, a lot going on in the first episode of season 3. What are your final thoughts? Moving forward.
We just gotta keep watching.
Just gotta keep watching. Somebody is going to end up dead in 2 months.
Let's just do 2 episodes tomorrow.
I'm dead. Tomorrow's Walking Dead Day. I'm sorry. I will be focused on Rick and Michonne. But, yeah. Guys. It's amping up like it always do. We're just gonna have to find out. They laid the foundation for the season, and I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit excited that they weren't giving us the whole flash forward thing and showing us something. I was like, okay, we good. We're not getting that this season. I don't have to be stressed out. They gave it to us without us knowing. It was beautifully written.
Changed the recording thing.
I think it's because in the beginning it didn't have the filter, the blue filter, the flash forward filter. It just had the regular coloring. So maybe it did, maybe it didn't.
It seemed like it was Mahoney.
Right. And then because it cut right to Wes shortly after being in the police station. So it was...
But if you think about it, it was the intro and then it was Wes, right?
No, the intro didn't come until after the killer poster, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was
You're right.
It was just crazily written. Fucking writers. All right, y'all, let's close this one out. Thank you guys for watching the season premiere with us. Of course, we want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to Patreon for more reacts.
And we'll see you guys for more How to Get Away with Murder.
Bye.